AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
But we grew up with Tim Hardaway Sr. in the league. Tim Hardaway Jr. is now in the league.
Oh, I ain't trying to be funny. All right, go ahead.
It's safe. It's safe. Because we know Tim. Yes.
Tim
What you got? What you got, OG? What you got?
Is Tim Hardaway Jr. still in the league?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seen him putting up bricks in the finals?
No, but I'm saying that he's still with Dallas, or they got rid of him.
Nah, he went to Detroit, I think.
He's in. Yeah. I think he's out of there.
Like I said, Fleet, is he still in the league? I'm sorry, Fabian. Go ahead. I'm so sorry. Lord have mercy.
Tim Hardaway Sr., his father, he spoke on the Jimmy Butler and Miami Heat situation.
That's right now. Y'all finished the season off kind of rocky, rough press conference. The Godfather came out and, put his foot down. We ain't going for this shit. This is my show, and whoever gonna be here because I say so.
I was waiting on that. I was waiting on that.
Yeah.
I knew something was gonna happen. I told some people, I said, Pat gonna talk this year. Pat gonna talk this year. Especially, he's tired of a lot of things that's going on with the team. He's tired of Jimmy Butler.
Well, and Tyler Hero too. He been babying Tyler Hero for a minute, and he just staying hurt. He ain't showed up yet either.
Right.
So I think he was talking to him and Jimmy.
Yeah, more so if Jimmy didn't say nothing, about other teams and you're not playing, it would have been all right. But when you came out and said that, he's probably talking about both of them. But I think he really talked
directed
about
to the star.
Yeah, directly. Yo, dude, you haven't played in a lot of games this year or last year, and especially in the playoffs. I need you to play in the playoffs. If you play more than 70 games, we wouldn't be in play-in games 2 years in a row. All right. I need you to play. You need to take care of your body. You need to be in this gym taking care of your body. Not the gym, but the weight room, taking care of your body and getting yourself straight. And I was waiting on that. We all understood. All Miami Heat people understood where Pat Riley was coming from. And you see what they didn't do.
Yeah.
We're going to wait.
Yeah.
They taking a Jerry Jones approach.
Now, hold on. Our new friend, our new compadre on the Knicks bandwagon, Rashad McCants. Our boy Shotty Shot.
Like, I ain't like what he had on his head, though. I don't like that turban. It's pissing me off.
What? He had something to say about Jimmy Butler as well.
They went back to back.
Oh, they went back to
Denver.
yeah.
Against Denver, right? He went back to back.
You just said that
Back
Miami
to
took
back.
them all the way, right?
Yeah.
And they lost.
Yeah, they
Who they lose to?
They lost to Denver.
To Denver,
That's
right?
Denver. Yeah, they
What
lost
was
to
that?
Denver.
What was that series?
4-1.
4-1
To Denver Nuggets.
Right.
Denver.
So where was all
Whooping
that?
ass all year.
Look, I was at
You
the
was the
time.
fan.
I
You
was
was
the
the
fan.
fan. Right.
Confidence nowhere to be found. No Demon Jimmy. All that shit y'all talking about was completely out of here.
Now, what if he
so y'all telling me
what if
that
he
same nigga?
What if he had Embiid on his team?
Right,
What
because
changed
what is Jimmy Butler going to do with
If he had
Jokic?
Embiid,
Hey, you did all this to get us here, and then you disappeared.
And then
with
you
it.
throw it to Jokic.
He had
and then what?
What do you mean he had nothing?
That Denver team
You
was
got here with
that Denver team.
You got here with
that Denver
nothing.
team.
You got here
That
with
was like one of the
nothing.
best
Denver team.
NBA teams
You disappeared.
ever.
That Denver team was
He just disappeared.
Nah, he ain't disappear. I can ask you something. They loaded up.
Just a
question. Just a quick
In
question.
that series.
Give the nigga
Since
credit
then-
for being that man.
No, since
then we
then-
get here and we're like, where that man go?
No.
And we're like, damn, he disappeared.
So why you giving him so much credit? He went there and got.
He didn't disappear.
Yes, 4-1. Yes, he did.
He didn't
After game
disappear.
one, it was
He
over.
went down fighting.
So did Jimmy Butler.
No.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? Everybody on that team, where are they now?
What team?
The role players.
What team?
They got paid.
The role
What
players
team?
that he took. Miami Heat.
They all
That
got
he
paid.
took. The role
They all
players.
got paid.
Yeah,
They where? They didn't get paid with Miami.
No, they got paid elsewhere.
No, they got
look
paid
good.
other
That's what I'm
places.
saying.
Lower.
So
And that ain't
what happened to them? Right? He made them look so good that people
Oh, yeah,
paid
and
them.
now
So
what?
happened to
Where
Miami
are
Heat?
they?
What happens in Miami Heat?
What happened? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nah. You could give season tickets to Shotty now. All right, go on and give season tickets to Shotty. He could. Come on. You got all right.
Listen, he be up there dolo holding it down. They be trying to gang up on him. I noticed. And remember Fabian from the beginning. I used to be like, yo, I like Rashad McCants. See me, Flea. I don't care if you right or wrong. I just like that some guys have the guts to just speak their mind and don't care about, because he never says nothing that's going to go with everybody else. He's going to always go against the grain, and he's going to try to prove his point. And he seems like he believes what he says. So for me, listen, he knows what he's talking about. It's just that the popular opinion. But I like how he tried to hold it down dolo and everybody gang up on him.
Well, that combined with, remember, Rashad's a former NBA player, Gil, former NBA player. Brandon, former NBA player. You know, they got a show to do. But Gilbert Arenas is saying, yo, I basically got him paid. Tim Hardaway saying you don't even show up to play in the regular season. If you showed up, we would have 70 games, wouldn't be in no playing. That puts us at a disadvantage. So yes, he got his former teammates paid, but what do y'all think? Like, does he need to do more? Is he flying under the Joel Embiid, Kawhi under the radar?
Can I go first, please? So I want to say a couple years ago, I used to argue that Jimmy Butler was a superstar. Everybody never agreed with me, used to roast me. At the time, I thought I was right. Am I wrong right now? Maybe. I'm more so wrong than right, but back then, I mean, you know, because we always talk about what guys do in the playoffs, right? But I'm going to hold Pat Riley just as accountable as Jimmy Butler. Pat Riley, stop being cheap. Start trying to go get some players. There's a reason nobody wants to come to Miami. It has to be you. Now, the reason LeBron left, do I understand? Okay, we give you the benefit of the doubt. You got a great coach. You won 2 championships. It should have been more. When you have that nucleus, that core with D Wade and LeBron in their prime, you should have won more than 2. You shouldn't have lost to Dallas, and you shouldn't have lost to San Antonio. Tim Duncan was older, so let's be for real. That's on Pat Riley's watch, right? But Pat Riley, stop being cheap. Stop trying to be the old grumpy man. It's a new day. But at the same time, I get where Pat is coming from. You gotta play. But let me ask y'all this. Are we holding Jimmy Butler? Are we giving him too much praise, too much props? Is Jimmy Butler really a number 1? Is he a number 2? Is Bam a number 1 or a number 2? See, my thing is this is tricky, and I'll let one of y'all go. At this point, Fabe, I don't know who to blame. Because none of y'all ever looked at Jimmy Butler as a superstar, and y'all starting to look right? So what do we really expect from a Jimmy Butler, a Bam, a Tyler Hero? Let's not act like Miami don't have a decent squad, right? But listen, Pat Riley, you the GM, your job is to get players that want to play for your organization. And it seems like nobody wants. When have you ever heard of nobody wanting to go to Miami to play? When the last time we seen them land the big star, Fleet? We talk about all these other organizations, all these other GMs and coaches. I want to know what's going on down there in Miami where nobody don't want to run down there and go play. But, Pat Riley, I get where he's coming from. Jimmy Butler, you always talking from the sidelines. Bro, we need you on the court. So I agree with Tim Hardaway. Listen, man, put up or shut up. But maybe Jimmy Butler, and I'm going to say this, he might be a third option at this point.
Before Flea gets his I told you so on, I'm going to have to get him here in line with you. Oh, ball. I was, come on, man. You can't not be a superstar and show up in the playoffs like that. But I totally agree with you because with that resume you built up, I always defend them. 3 conference finals. It's still an amazing job. You got all these guys, second round draft. We heard all the litany. Eric Spoelstra, we all have him as the best coach in the league. And you still can't recruit another. It doesn't have to be LeBron, but where's the piece at? People don't want to play in Miami? It's Miami. Why is it that far off from LA? It's not the traditional LA landing spot, but why isn't it? Why isn't it a traditional landing spot? All you old guys go to Miami and Pat Riley fits right in. But nah, I think at this point, Jimmy Butler does have to put up or shut up. I like that, Tim Hardaway's calling him out, similar to what we're seeing with Tatum right now, Flea. Everybody's calling out Tatum. They're making sure, this is how you motivate a player. That's why, again, I'm not mad at Shaq going out Gobert and all these guys anymore because it's competitive at the end of the day. We supposed to call out anybody who's not showing up, and you're in the space now of you. We called you a superstar. Now what? 3 conference finals. Okay, we're giving you a pass. Where were you at the last 2 years? Playing. That's what I gotta say, Flea. I'm ready now.
I mean, I'm not on some I told you so shit. Like, I'm not. Because I look at it like this. in that moment, OG was right. It's just I was more so about superstars are able to sustain their superstardom, right? You don't call a superstar 1 year and then the next year he's not. So that's really what I was saying. In that moment, you were absolutely right. He was playing at a superstar level. That playoff Jimmy thing was real. I think Jimmy has done almost about just enough in his Miami Heat career. Like he's been to the finals twice. For a guy to be a number one guy and get your team to the finals twice, and your second best player is Bam at both times. And that's not a shot at Bam, but I'm saying if Bam is your second best player, I don't think you're a championship level team, is what I'm saying. Y'all made it, but to win, I don't think that's the case. So for me, I don't give Pat Riley too much flack. I look at it a little different. I don't think Pat has always been cheap. There's some contracts out there that have bit Pat Riley in the ass that he's probably a little more cautious about how he's spending his money. Let's not forget Deion Waiters. Let's not forget Tyler Johnson. Let's not forget Hassan Whiteside. Like these are a couple of guys that he spent money on that it just didn't work out. So maybe he's being a little more conservative about how he's spending his money or how he's directing, Mickey and all those guys who own it, how to spend their money. But there's a standard there in Miami. There's a standard there, and there's been a standard that's been built, through years. You got something on you, OG. I don't want you to forget it. Go.
You just said something that just put a light bulb up here. Pause. Is Pat Riley starting to look overrated as a GM? Because no. Let's break this down. LeBron doesn't go to Miami without Dwayne Wade being there. Let's. Shaq doesn't go to Miami. Shaq said it himself. I want to play with that guy. I've never heard nobody say I'm going in because of Pat Riley. So we give Pat Riley all his praise. Right. But we give Pat Riley all his praise. You just said something. Look at those names you named, Fleet, that he gave that money. Them guys damn well don't deserve that money. So I'm just saying, is Pat Riley either a great GM, a good GM, or is he just, you running guys into the ground? Because at the end of the day, how do we let Dame go to Milwaukee? How does Boston get Drew Holiday, Porzingis? How does teams in the East make these moves? In Miami, is just how does Paul George go to Philly? How does Brunson Bridges get to the Knicks? How does these teams make these moves? In Miami, don't make no moves. And then Miami Heat with the great Eric Spoelstra and the legend and the great Pat Riley. So, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking now, hold up. Is it that Pat Riley don't have that middleman that can attract the players? Like how Tom Brady was attracting all the guys in New England and it wasn't Bill Belichick? Was it D. Wade? Getting these players here?
Yeah, I'm sure D. Wade is a part of it, but what I was about to get into was that standard. And there's a standard when you play there. And it's a tough standard to uphold. We're talking about things that are not done in the other 29 organizations in the league. Like these guys are getting their body fat checked on a weekly basis, every Friday or some wild stick shit like that. Like people are not willing, because it's a different league now too. Everybody don't love. We always talk about that. Everybody don't love the game, and everybody is not going to put do the things necessary to have their body in tip-top shape to be at the apex of their talent. Everybody's not going to do that. And when you're in Miami, they're going to push you to that limit, right? So that may be a deterrent because, like we said, the league is changing. Now, Miami is Miami. I get it. Who the hell don't want to go down and play and live down in Miami? But
KD said, I want to go to Phoenix. Like these players are going to places that they say that's where they want to go. Why is nobody saying, I want to go to Miami?
I mean, Dame wanted to be there.
So why isn't he there?
Why didn't Pat Riley get the job done?
Right, yeah. So that's what I'm asking. Well, these players that if Dame really wanted to be in Miami, why isn't he in Miami? is this a Pat Riley problem? I'm asking y'all, Fabian. I would love to hear your response.
That's a fair question, though.
I think it has to be because Miami is too. Pat Riley knows the game. He's been around the game for 60 years. You don't know you were playing with Magic, bro, and you had the intense workouts with Magic, and you know we know Magic was a freaky mother lover on them LA streets, or all them streets actually. And the Pat Riley got too many rules thing. I don't know. I heard differently about Miami. I've been hearing stories now. Cyber's one of them had is it Club Live was crazy. The barbershop in there, they was in there all the time. So I think it did with the player empowerment movement. I think LeBron, maybe he got some, I don't know what he felt from that, but D Wade was kind of, he didn't go against the grain like that. LeBron goes against the grain. I don't care what you got to, you ain't controlling my career. And with that on the back end, it's kind of hard. Jimmy Butler's not LeBron on LeBron level. We were arguing whether or not he's a superstar or not. It's hard to, what player is going to want to go over there if I'm in control of my own career and you're not going to tell me what I say, Pat Riley? Like, how you, remember, he kind of chastised Shaq as well on the way out, right?
Mm-hmm. They got into a big fight before they got out of there. Yeah.
And he was right about it. But if Shaq is in his prime, I don't know. You ain't doing that. You're not. I don't care what Pat Riley says.
But to me, that's a different. I understand, but I'm saying now today, with knowing how the league is and seeing what it is, I'm being honest. I get what Pat Riley is saying, but we up here, we talk about rosters and do the teams have the talent, and the job Eric Spoelstra did, taking second round draft picks and guys that wasn't drafted, and taking them to the promised land. It's like, come on, let's be realistic, Pat Riley. How long do you think that was gonna last? So for me, Pat Riley, are you mistaken thinking that you can build around Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo? Like somebody has to be to blame. I'm not gonna sit here and put 100% blame on Jimmy Butler.
Well, I mean, he would have to think that works. He made it to the finals twice within the last 5 seasons, so he would have to think that formula works. Like, he knows that he can get there. Like Fabian said, 3 conference finals, and then I'm saying 2 finals. So winning is coming out of it. They just can't seem to get over that hump. And so now, what's the piece now? So
but Fleet, I'm sorry, I don't want to lose this thought. Isn't it kind of grimy that now you want to talk to Jimmy Butler like this? If he's been Jimmy Butler with his little coffee and all that, you've been to 3 conference finals, now on the expiring deal, he's a problem? If the formula works, Jimmy Butler's the guy. We're all saying, I don't know if Jimmy Butler's actually the problem. If we know he went to the finals again, and he basically ran out of gas when he got hurt, he was only on a swollen ankle.
Yeah, but like AllBall always says, like, everybody human, bro. Everybody human. And Riley's probably getting tired of him playing. Like, I'm looking at Jimmy. Keep Jimmy's name in mind. We're gonna talk again about him later on. But I'm looking at Jimmy. Jimmy played 60 games this year. He was 21-5-5. That's not awful numbers, but 60 games, we need you a little more than that.
That's not enough. A lot more than that. And we need bigger. And we need, listen, Fleet, that's a great point. And this how the league has changed. And this is not me being disrespectful, because I probably could average 2 points today. But averaging 21 today is not nothing compared to, like I keep saying, guys like Luka's averaging 35 and Embiid 35. Like, these guys, you can, like, Joker's averaging 26, 27, 28 point triple double. Brunson 27, 28.
Giannis is 30 a night.
Right. So you can't be talking crazy, acting like you're a superstar, and you giving us 21-5-5. And you only playing 60 games. So, Fleet, that was a great point. But my thing is, I think Pat Riley is trying to take the attention off himself. He has to take accountability. He's culpable in this as well. We cannot sit here and just be like, well, okay, Jimmy Butler, blah, blah. No. Pat Riley, you're the legendary GM. Everybody gives you praise. Championships, finals appearances, Eastern Conference finals appearances. But can we say those 2 finals appearances was flawed? One was the bubble, and the other one, let's be for real. If Jason Tatum don't get hurt in the first 1 or 2 minutes,
they might.
We was about to see history.
We might see history.
like Come on now. So, Pat Riley, how you don't see that and understand, I got to make some changes, some adjustments. We got to get some guys in here. I think if we do the pizza pie, Pat Riley gets most of the blame because he's the guy orchestrating pause. He's the head of the monster. And if you're not getting the proper guys around your superstars or your stars, I'm not. This on him.
So, but hold on. Let me ask a question, though. And I think all three of us have dodged this while we're talking about this right now. Your favorite coach in the NBA, you've not given him any smoke in the last 20 minutes right now. And that's Eric Spoelstra.
AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.